Hello, everybody, and welcome. And this is Adjusting Journal Entries. We're going to be adjusting unearned revenue today. So what is unearned revenue? We've received cash, but we have not yet performed any services. Unearned revenue is a liability, right? And it's going to reflect our future service obligations. So after we make the adjustment, the unearned revenue should be reflecting the liability or the future amount of services that we need to be performing or the goods to be delivered. Remember, when we're doing adjusting journal entries, do our liabilities reflect our future obligations? Do our revenues reflect what we've earned? Let's take a look at an example. So right over here, YYZ received $60,000 on March 1st, 2022 from LI. YYZ will perform the services at a rate of $5,000 per month for a period of 12 months. And then for YYZ, prepare the entry required on March 1st, and then prepare the adjusting journal entry. The first thing we want to do is we want to kind of make sure, well, how many months were we actually advanced? So my advanced amount was 60,000. My rate per month is 5,000. So I've received 12 months worth of services. So I've been paid for 12 months. So on March 1st, 2022, when I originally received the money, right over here, prepare the journal entry, prepare the entry required, I'm going to debit cash for 60,000, and I'm going to credit unearned revenue for $60,000. Now, again, why am I going through and doing it this way? And it's basically because, well, I haven't performed the work yet as of March 31st. So therefore, what I need to go through and do is to record it as a liability or unearned revenue. If I'm receiving cash, cash is an asset, I'm going to show that with a debit. Unearned revenue is a liability, I'm going to show that with a credit. Now, what I now need to do is I get to the end of the year. Do my revenues reflect what I've earned? And do my liabilities reflect my future service obligations? So let's go through and do this. So if I look at this, how many months did I perform services for during 2022? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So when I look at this over here, I've performed total services of 10 months. So therefore, I need to recognize services revenue, and I recognize my revenue with a credit over here of, it's going to be 10 months, or from March 1st through December 31st, 2022. And my rate is $5,000 per month. So the total revenue that I'm going to be recognizing is going to be $50,000. So over here, I'm going to credit services revenue for $50,000. Now, for every credit, I need a debit. What account do I debit? I never touch cash, right? We never ever touch cash when we're doing adjusting journal entries. But what I am going to do is I'm going to adjust my unearned revenue. This is going to be as of 12/31/22, and this is going to be for 50,000. Now, why? Once I've started doing work, I no longer have this obligation. So my unearned revenue balance is now going to be 10,000. I subtract the smaller from the larger side, leaving the remaining amount on the larger side. Now, for the journal entry is I'm going to debit unearned revenue. I'm going to credit services revenue. And this is going to be on 12/31/22. And this is going to be over here for 50 and 50 to go through and to record services revenue. Now, the big question is, do my liabilities reflect my future service obligations? Let's think about it. This $10,000 represents what? It's the work I have not yet performed. And if I look at this, every single month, I'm performing $5,000 worth of services. And in January, and then in February of 23, Over here, 11 and 12, or you can say that's 1 and 2. So through December, I performed 10 months worth of services, right? This is where we're getting the 50,000 bucks from. However, over here, I have not yet performed a total amount over here of $10,000 worth of services. So what's really important is that after you make your adjusting entry, do your revenues reflect what has been earned? Do my liabilities reflect the future service obligation? And the answer is yes, this 10,000 is going to be work that we will perform in January of 23 and in February of 23. 5,000 per month times 2 months. So that brings us to the end of this example. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day.